In the sport of mixed martial arts, fighters are known for their toughness, grit, and determination to win at all costs. However, there have been instances where even the toughest fighters have chosen to give up during the fight, forfeiting their chance at victory and leaving fans and fellow fighters stunned. Today, we'll be looking at a few notable incidents of fighters who quit during the fight and exploring the background and circumstances that led to their decisions. Our first example takes us back to UFC 15 in 1997, where Tank Abbott, a street fighter turned MMA brawler, took on Maurice Smith, a kickboxing champion known for his powerful leg kicks. Abbott was the heavy favorite going into the fight, but Smith was able to keep him at a distance with his kicks, causing significant damage and slowing Abbott down. Abbott had a brawler fighting style, which, as you can guess, didn't rely much on defense, so checking low kicks was out of the question for the heavy Tank Abbott. In the first round, Smith landed a series of brutal leg kicks that left a nice mark on Abbott's left leg. Abbott was unable to continue, and he signaled to the referee that he was giving up. Abbott's decision to quit was met with criticism from fans and fellow fighters who saw him as a tough and resilient fighter who should have been able to withstand the punishment. Our second example comes from a more recent fight between Max Roshkopf and Austin Hubbard at UFC on ESP11 in 2020. Roshkopf was a rising prospect in the sport with a 5-0 score, and the short-notice fight against Hubbard was his unfortunate UFC debut. Roshkopf seemed very calm before the opening bell and even showcased his skills during the first round. Roshkopf was able to land a few good hits and even managed to secure a takedown. However, his luck would change in the second round, where Hubbard started landing some nasty shots to the head and to the body. In between rounds, Roshkopf stated that he couldn't continue on with the fight. Despite his corner's attempts to motivate him, Roshkopf ultimately decided not to continue, telling his corner that he was done with the fight. Roshkopf's decision to quit was met with mixed reactions from fans and fellow fighters, with some sympathizing with the mental and emotional challenges that fighters can face during a fight, while others criticized him for not persevering through the last round. Our third example takes us to Bellator 200 in 2018, where David Rickles, a veteran fighter known for his grit and tenacity, entered the cage with Michael Page. Page, also known as MVP, is a skilled striker with amazing footwork and distance management and never misses a chance to taunt his opponents. Rickles believed he would find gaps in Page's game. However, things didn't go as planned. From the opening bell, Page dominated the fight with his striking, landing a variety of kicks and punches that left Rickles on the defensive. Despite his best efforts, Rickles was unable to mount any significant offense and was dropped by Page in the first round. In the second round, Rickles suffered a nasty cut on his left eye, which made it difficult for him to see. After consulting with the ringside physician and his corner, Rickles decided to quit the fight. The decision to quit came early in the second round and was met with disappointment from fans and fellow fighters who had seen Rickles' resilience and determination in previous fights. Our final example takes us to UFC 249 in 2020, where Tony Ferguson, a former interim lightweight champion known for his unorthodox style and toughness, took on Justin Gaethje, a skilled striker and wrestler. The fight was highly anticipated, but from the opening bell, Gaethje dominated Ferguson with heavy strikes and takedowns. Despite being known for his durability, Ferguson struggled to mount any significant offense against Gaethje, who landed a barrage of brutal punches throughout the fight. These punches could be clearly heard and were visibly taking a toll on Ferguson, who sustained a significant amount of damage over the course of the fight. In the fifth and final round, Ferguson could be seen shaking his head like a wounded dog in frustration and resignation, seemingly acknowledging that he was unable to mount a comeback or defend himself effectively against Gaethje's relentless onslaught. While Ferguson did not verbally signal that he was giving up or request that the referee stop the fight, his body language or demeanor made it clear that he was no longer mentally or physically in the fight. The referee ultimately stopped the fight, giving Gaethje a technical knockout victory. The decision to quit was surprising to many fans and fellow fighters, as Ferguson was known for his toughness and willingness to fight through adversity. Our next example takes us to an amateur fight between Mike Pantenko and Jeremy Rasner. Rasner took on the fight with only 4 hours' notice, a tough task for any fighter. In the first round of the fight, Pantenko showcased his impressive skills, landing some powerful kicks and punches that clearly had an impact on Rasner. Rasner, on the other hand, seemed to struggle with his opponent's speed and accuracy, failing to land any significant strikes or takedowns. Despite his best efforts, Rasner was unable to gain any control over the fight. Pantenko's ability to reverse all of Rasner's takedown attempts was particularly impressive, as Rasner was known for his grappling skills. But Pantenko's defensive skills were just too good for Rasner, who was clearly outmatched in the first round. Overall, it was clear that Pantenko was the superior fighter, and his dominance in the first round left little doubt about the eventual outcome of the fight. However, what happened at the end of the round was unexpected and took everyone by surprise. At the end of the first round, Pantenko calmly tapped the canvas, indicating that he was forfeiting the fight. This decision left everyone in the audience stunned, including Rasner. Pantenko's decision to quit was met with an overwhelmingly positive response from the MMA community. Many praised Pantenko for showing sportsmanship and prioritizing the safety of his opponent, as he saw that if the fight continued, he would seriously hurt Rasner, who was taking a lot of damage. However, some criticized the coach and referee for not stopping the fight sooner, as it was clear that Rasner was not well equipped to handle Pantenko's dominance in the cage. Regardless of the debate, Pantenko's decision to forfeit the fight remains a rare and controversial moment in MMA history, and serves as a reminder that the safety of fighters should always be paramount in the sport. We turn our attention to the early days of MMA, where Mark Carr faced off against Mestre Hulk. Mestre Hulk was a capoeira police teacher who had become known for besting Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter Amore Betetti. Mark Carr was nicknamed the Smashing Machine for a good reason. His way of fighting was to smash into you, take you down, and grind and pound you into oblivion. That's how he won his first fight of the night against Paul Varellans. The same happened to Mestre Hulk when he faced Carr in his second fight at the Vale Tudo Championship 3. Carr dominated the fight from the outset, with his relentless ground and pound causing significant damage to Mestre Hulk. In fact, Carr's attack was so brutal that Mestre Hulk crawled to the side of the ring and under the ropes to escape Carr's punishment. Carr continued to pummel Mestre Hulk even as he was exiting the ring, causing the referee to stop the fight and award Carr the victory. The damage inflicted by Carr was so severe that Mestre Hulk lost 2 of his teeth during the fight. In the world of mixed martial arts, quitting during a fight is a rare occurrence that often leaves fans and fellow fighters in disbelief. However, these examples show that there are instances where even the toughest fighters may choose to forfeit a fight for reasons ranging from injuries and exhaustion to sportsmanship and concern for their opponent's safety. The decision to quit is never an easy one, and the fighters involved are often met with criticism and scrutiny. Yet, as we have seen, the circumstances leading up to the decision are complex and multifaceted, reflecting the physical and mental challenges that come with competing in combat sports. So, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next one.